Hi everyone, my name is Evan, and in today's video I'm going to be making a new guinea pig cage. So like I said in the last video, I did move to a new place, so I do want to bring the guinea pigs with me, and in order to do that I do have to make a new cage. So in this video I'm going to be making a CNC cage. It's going to be 3x4 grids wide. So I'm just going to go over the tools that I'm using, how I'm going to make it, and then of course a time lapse of me making it. So I'm just going to get right into it. If you haven't yet, make sure that you subscribe and hit the bell icon, because I am going to be making more videos like this, maybe one video about little guinea pig hacks, like cheap things you can make for your cage, and also expanding the cage, maybe giving it a second level. So make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss those videos. Okay, so the first part of this video is going to be showing you everything that I'm using to build the cage, and everything is going to be linked in the description so that you can find it. Here's what you're going to need to build the cage. You're going to need tape, you're going to need scissors, connector pieces and zip ties for the grids, felt bottoms, a plastic cutter, caulking, and the plastic itself. Please keep in mind that the grids are not pictured here. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So first I'm just going to connect all of the grids on the bottom of the cage with these little connector pieces, and then I'm going to zip tie all of the edges together once to keep them in place. Okay, so now all of the edges are zip tied on. So basically, like I said, these zip ties are so much better than the other ones because I can actually lift this and be sure that nothing's gonna happen. Like nothing's gonna snap, because these things are meant for much more weight than this, to be honest. Now I'm just gonna attach all of the remaining corner pieces that are gonna be touching the floor. That way I can put these little felt stickers on them so that I can easily move it without scratching my floor. So this is how it looks. We're gonna flip it over and just listen how it sounds. Now we're just going to flip it over right on top of the plastic. Next, I just made some markings for where to cut. You don't really have to mark along this line because you already have the plastic with lines going that direction. So just make little marks along this before you cut it. Also forgot to mention, although you might have noticed, but I wrote the lines on the inside, not the outside, because you are going to have to be bending this and putting it into the cage. Before you put away your pen, one more line to cut off the plastic you don't need anymore. So now that I have the plastic cut for the shape that I want, I'm going to use this like plastic knife in order to cut half of the plastic. And make sure that you're aware that I have the lines on this side. I'm going to be cutting this side. This is the bottom. The other side is the top. I'm going to fold these in. So just be very aware of that. The side that you're making your marks on and the one that you cut, that's the bottom and the outside of the cage. So now we're going to cut the plastic. You'll see this one is pretty easy because you go along with the plastic, but this one perpendicular is a little bit harder. Just be patient with it, taking your time. That's how you'll get a good cut. So good news, we're almost done. So the last thing you're going to do is at the corners here, you're going to make a full cut along the plastic, and then you're going to do a half cut in the opposite direction. That way you can fold the corners over each other. So now we're just going to connect the last of the grids to the cage, the base of the cage. The reason I wait for the end is just so that I can move the cage out of the way against the wall or something. You can do this in the beginning if you want. Just make sure that you also zip tie all of these edges at the top and at the bottom. Now I have all of the grids connected, and I did forget I do actually have to tape and like enclose the plastic, so we're going to do that next. Then for the tape, make sure you tape the outside one onto the inside one like this. Okay, so now final step, and again, this is just because I'm extra. You don't really have to do this. You could just put tape, extra tape in the corners to protect from water or whatever, but I'm gonna put some of this caulking, so make sure if you are getting one, I am linking this in the description. This one is from Home Depot, but just make sure you get one that's squeezable, because they do have some that you need a special tool for. Don't get that one. It's probably the smallest size, so just get that one. Hi, it's VoiceOver Evan. Yeah, you were very wrong about that. So, like, just look at how hard that is. I'm struggling so much. This is like 1000%, and still it's taking forever. So just use the gun if you can, parent supervision if you need it. But yeah, this was very difficult. Okay, so 2 pieces of advice when it comes to the caulking. Don't get this one. I think that's what I said in the beginning of the video, to get this one so that it could be squeezable, but squeezable is not what you want. This is not gonna come out easily. You could try. What I've done is I kind of got my knuckles and like rolled over it like that. And I feel like that helped, but an actual caulking gun would probably help more. And second would be to use like a little stick like this to spread it along the edges. So here's just one more look at the cage. And you can always cut off the zip ties that are hanging off the edges, just so that it looks a little nicer. And that's it for my video. Make sure you subscribe and leave any comments or questions down below. See you next time. Bye.